Hi, it's Derek Sweden. Welcome to Okay, all right. Okay, off. Okay, let's try that again. Hi, it's Derek Sweet here with Habitual Wealth TV. I started out with a clean white shirt, but I just got mauled by a dog, so we're gonna roll with it. And thank you so much for joining me. You know, this is perhaps one of my favorite parts of the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Wealth Creation Coaching Program. And this is one of our mascots here because in the program we're talking about information that can help you become healthy, wealthy, and wise. Information around nutrition and information around relationships, spirituality, investing, the whole package. And that's good. That's really important. And I think, in time, the program will be known around the world as the program to help people become healthy, wealthy, and wise. But Habitual Wealth TV is really, in my opinion, the glue that's going to hold this program together because, as I've said many times, it's one thing to have information, but you still have habits, you still have beliefs, you still have routines, you still have the way you've seen the world before you started this program. And many of the ways that you think and you interact with your goals and different relationships and different opportunities are not necessarily consistent with what you're learning in this program because we have these habits, we have these automatic responses or reactions to life that in many cases is not consistent with what we would like to experience, which is why this program is so important. Why this part of the program, again, is really the glue that holds it all together. So, with this being our very first module, it's October 2014, I thought I'd give you a lesson today and give you an insight, a sneak peek, if you will, of what to expect going forward. Now, I'll give you the sneak peek first. Going forward, you're going to hear from many leaders within our own program. You're going to hear from Dr. Karen, who has a PhD in clinical psychology and is also a territory director for Atlantic Canada, and she'll be sharing her insights on psychology as it relates to habitual wealth, and she'll be sharing her ideas and strategies on how you can use the 4 steps of cognitive reflex conditioning to create the kind of habits that are aligned with your intention and can help you take some of the ideas you're learning in this program and make it more an auto response or an automatic way of being in the world that's consistent with that information. And why this is so important is because the habits that we have already in place, the auto responses, if you will, that are already in our brain, are more likely to repeat despite your best intentions. For example, you may have learned in this month's wealth or physical wealth webinar how important it is to eat healthy or eat certain foods or exercise. And that's fine. But if you want to incorporate it, you're still going up against all the patterns you have in your mind right now. And it's much easier for you to default back to your old patterns despite your intention on this one side. Again, you have these patterns which are coming from your subconscious mind, and your auto responses, it's a lot easier for you to respond to life, to all the challenges you have from automation, from the subconscious mind. Because from a neuroscience perspective, it takes less effort. And the way our bodies and brains are designed is we default to what we call generalizations in life to navigate through all the various things that we encounter every day. And so we default to generalizations to save time and to save energy. And that goes against the grain of what self-improvement is all about. You see, this pattern, although it saves us time and it saves energy, is our old pattern. It's what got us here. It's from the days on the plains when we tried to avoid being eaten by tigers and whatnot. But if we want to evolve psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, it's essential that we have the auto responses that are not working replaced with new auto responses that are aligned with what we're learning in this program. And for that to happen, we have to interrupt the auto responses. We have to interrupt, if you will, the subconscious mind, which basically operates for us. We don't really have to think. So in order to take some of these ideas we're learning in this program, it's essential that we learn how to slow down our brain and pause with awareness and correct course when we're not being the kind of person we want to be, when we're not enjoying the kind of experiences we'd like to enjoy in whatever we're doing, whatever the topic, wherever you find yourself. The good news is it is possible with awareness. And we're going to be, over the course of the months and years ahead in this program, we're going to be talking about various parts of the brain and how to have more access to, for example, the imagination, which is, I've said on many occasions, the greatest asset you will ever have in your life. I don't care what your net worth is, there's nothing more valuable than your imagination, because it allows you to first imagine the situation you'd like to create for yourself. And with the right tools and strategies and habits, the imagination is there along the way to make that intention a reality. So again, through the course of this program, we will be coming back and talking about various parts of the brain, the limbic system, the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and what all these various components have to do with you being calmer, having more patience for your teenager, being more understanding with your spouse, whatever the intention, being more confident when you're giving a presentation, and replacing that fear with courage. That is all part of Habitual Wealth TV. But what I'm going to talk about today is, because this is our first module, I just want to start off slow. And for the next few months, we're going to be talking about basic habits you can get into to begin the process of slowing down, so your auto responses to whatever the situation can be corrected if it's not aligned with your intention with something you desire. A mood that's consistent with your intention, or a response that's consistent with your intention.